the drama continues. And this time, it is not from a club or a player. Fans they have maneuvered into some corners and some areas, some gutters. No man who say, are you kidding me?
I want for too good.
You remember when they said Pep is winning because he was making expensive signings. Oh, Pep spend this kind of your money. Oh, and Arab for name money scan at the end. But it's 2025. And after Eze's move to Arsenal, and our boy Snaps almost no calculation be a PR. And near my being koye. Eze's signing has added on to Arsenal. Arteta Premier League, right? The spendings are why. A chum. Oh, I mean now, I say, funny chum, funny quack. So the comparison now is Mikel Arteta has made a whooping sum of 1 point. Now I'm saying 5 points name my bat. And it says if I don't add the point here, I am gone. See, so money spent in the Premier League after Eze's transfer, comparing it to Cecia 2025, Guardiola ne spendings are in the Premier League. Arteta has made 1.157 billion euros. Euros. Guardiola has made 1.073 billion euro signings. So now, what we are asking ourselves, NSA, which player from both teams has contributed to the rise in the spendings, and what has been the players' impact in the team? It is Ikana was saying no. Players now what are they contributing to Sikana was no. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, and friends say, me them friends say, the what kind of say idea?
Yeah.
My friend say Arteta a checkbook manager CC.
That's the English term.
Or a checkbook. Right. Okase or this can to say antoa. Ese tomano. Enti only excuse sees you see that you win the Premier League, Champions League, then maybe add the FA Cup to it. Then that's when you see the Arteta. Wow, shame. Then you say man won the Arteta one and a man. And the one I mean man won it, Arteta and a man won it. Inti Arteta wabano. Eso beje Premier League. He sees you way. You see that you win or what? You go home. You pay excuse because you just sign is why now. I see too much is given, much is expected. Arteta, what's your man you
expecting you?
Shelis, what they are competing? This is they are saying that competing nibi, low key nibi, what they competing nibi. Oh Arteta, could be. It's Arteta and the makers of a checkbook manager, and I think obviously he has no excuse not to perform.
So boys are finally.
He have to find a way to win. Even if he has done everything about his status, you should find a way to win.
So boys are finally coming to a realization that it is not about having the money to buy the player. After buying the expensive player, what did you use the player for? What did the player use you for and your money for? Leo.
Yeah, so Arteta, me who say I think Arteta. What top players know all do, yes, but I think say management, he himself has a problem because Guardiola, he buys the expensive players. I think Guardiola knows what he's going for.
Okay.
Only at what point in time, who to use and where to use the player. But Arteta was a significant problem, because O'Shea, your previous games throughout the league last season, any Champions League now, there were petty mistakes he made. Anka, only rotational plays like the way Guardiola does it now. and Kabebu my team they winning. And I think say at a point in time too, Arteta will buy not all top players, but he wasn't buying the players I think he needed for the team.
Okay.
Because Ushe transfers as a last season.
But Muntio, as Stefan,
Ushe transfer as a last season. A player like Kvaratskhelia was proposed to you for you to buy. So that time, no, not Saka was burdened. Our flanks, so on we needed somebody obetimi left bed in the air. Say na wako farm adweke abano. Ye po bi a baba beboa. Nanka burden awa easy pressure.
I'm doing change for say money loan you.
One ton at the coffee Sterling. One toe.
No, Sterling football. No, Sterling.
Sterling means so a dancer.
Sorry to say, as I was Sterling.
And you know, oh yes, I think for me, I think so.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, I think so, the only valuable player me who is our tour. He's proving his worth till now. Declan Rice.
Okay.
I think so. Spending for me, the marginally the scanning too much for me. When he was coming, I feel too much. But Obayano, I think so he's proving his worth.
Rice.
And to me compare Ononi Guardiola, I think so Arteta is getting there.
Yeah.
He is getting there. But in terms of managerial skills between Ononi Guardiola does the spending, but he knows what he's going for. And he knows what to use the players for. And he knows how to get the results with the players. But Arteta, they're holding a problem.
So, Mikel, Guardiola, you learned only one thing, to spend.
How to sign the check, you know, because you said they sign check, you know.
But I believe that Guardiola and his spending, the player he didn't get much from. Grealish. Jack Grealish.
Yeah, obviously.
In my opinion, Grealish is the worst number 10 the football world has ever seen. When he was in Aston Villa, even though he was not producing massive numbers in terms of goals and assists, but in the style of play,
Playing football.
It was the reason Guardiola ever foul. You understand my point? Sure. But Obedru, and what we everybody was expecting of him, we didn't see it. My example be a shame akoma. Last two seasons.
Oh, gosh.
Real Madrid, Man City. I watched the match. 90 minutes plus the referee they told so one chu bia or park in this one. Adey.
What you find about
Jack. And then
we do be a
come. Shawana to up and to an
let me come in here. I think Jack Grealish is an average footballer, but with the origin, Onya has a massive hype because and Onya big team player. Because you also what he did at Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Although he didn't give crazy numbers, but he was playing.
Yeah, he was playing.
And everything. But Oba City, looking at the price tag and everything, one bought to Obiani expectations. And on to me for sure, Obiani hitting it to this level. Because on one or the better one. Because every player say who make impact or be a smaller team.
Yeah.
Definitely look a bigger team. Obiani expect to say
exactly.
Oma numbers. Haaland did it at Dortmund. Oba City, he's doing it. But away, Mbappe or Paris, Oba Madrid, although Madrid and Jelleg, but he's giving numbers. So I think player Obana say one numbers now. Football wise, you have to play good football. Yes. But Oba, you also what he did. He wasn't exceptional.
The main point is, baby Oba, where you came, you had much better players than where you were.
Sure.
And we were expecting, say, okay,
you will improve more.
You will improve more.
So to make my main person may counter be crowd or kind. Like what's up mentioning there, I agree. But the fact that you said that Jack Grealish is an average player, I disagree about.
Oh, Charlie.
Because every player is a potential star.
Until.
So,
the player there potential about 20 years old. I feel be a potential.
But then I agree. I agree. Say some players are not meant for big clubs. But understand where Grealish was at time now. Even though Man City no match league,
no, you can approve.
But Man City near that club, Man City now still on yes our club. Grealish was performing like okay. He was a potential player. And see over far Grealish, I think say. I'm not comparing Grealish to Hazard, but Grealish is a typical dribbler, Hazard type. Or sharp, he penetrates, try to get the ball into space and go and score. What you see? So on team share crowd create chance.
Yeah.
And see on Befano, no, I think say there was a bit of like a switch in his role at City.
Yeah.
He was more
Changes,
of a flank, like a winger at City than he was at Aston Villa. But he wasn't able to keep up. What you say? When Timian keep it up, and then they contribute. But I don't know Musado.
The money fine, but
Yes, a one now show down.
money fine, kakara.
Similar thing happened to Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips by
Yeah.
you know. I think he wasn't able to suit exactly, but he was a potential player. Obi now obo English national team or a starter. But I'm not able City. Everything changed. What happened? That means when Timian suit to start. And I agree, say he dipped form, but say okay, say an average player. I know they are.
But once you become an average player when you don't grow.
When you say he became fine, but when before now, by you know.
Before he wasn't. To me, he wasn't too exceptional at Aston Villa, but he was their main man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to say Leo Pessoa say as a Guardiola tatisana amboa Grealish.
Maybe on one ho.
Okay, just on the ultimate adjusting.
Grealish knew be a yakofa ne buy some big goals.
Exactly.
We knew say the numbers wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was an okay player,
Yeah.
but they bought him for a purpose. Oba, you know, I think say first 2 seasons we saw Grealish. He was even though he wasn't making
But he was
dribbles
playing good.
but he was playing good.
Yeah.
So what happened? Into on one ho. If it didn't work, I don't think say he'll be start because Oba not a starter, regular starter.
yeah,
he was
yeah,
playing.
sure.
So Grealish, Charlie, Okoye Everton. Che Guardiola say. Che Guardiola say. Pacho.
But I think he still has a chance to prove himself.
He still have chance to prove himself. It's Okoye Everton. That be Okoye Everton. What say? Okoye Everton. Into Everton akono. Che Guardiola say Guardiola. I have what to take to be your number one player. Don't worry. To man the child.
There's no cologne, right?
But I don't think if Grealish goes, he still stands a chance to come back to City. Because,
No,
Guardiola no. If he's disposing, he means he has an alternative.
Okay.
What he has here? Or disposing means he has an alternative. And I back and so I'll be fighting. Time I on him, players like Foden were fighting for their positions.
Hey.
They had 2-3 players in that position that they were fighting for. And who to me was there after the Arsenal game last season at Arsenal home, Foden chair, pass by 3, nobody go share. 65.
Yeah.
After that match, no share or benching by 3 games.
That's 3 games.
Guardiola is our coach, or a rough. Or no, who ye mistake back home, you know, Babet na bench. Into who call on the crown, just say, oh, we now be the hole. Into Babet break.
So we raise the standard with
Okay.
We raise the standard
So
with
what
him.
American want to make put it up what he's expecting from you bench here or there.
The reason why I'm even saying that, they say, I think Guardiola has a new direction now. With the kind of players.
It's about 2 back. 2 defenders.
Say, and say first.
Charlie, direct.
System no but he's trying to bring something new to the
One J League last season. Guardiola win one J League last season. This season.
So I'm not seeing the wife in the wife in Kasakasa. No one says, see behind every successful man.
And so
there is a woman. Okay, in the answer, Jokeres, our Arsenal. Is it going to work?
I think so. There's a lot of pressure on Arteta for him to be able to stabilize Jokeres now.
Sure.
And Arteta to me J League as a last season and the last 2 seasons. Jokeres by and come money time because they believe say we produce goals. Even if I watched Thierry Henry's sport and he was saying say Jokeres is a very good player, but he may not work now.
Yeah.
But yes, they may need time. Even hearing me say when he came to us now, it didn't work that very moment.
Yeah.
It took time for him to gel.
He needs time. The club doesn't have time.
So
there'll be a disconnection.
Club name mounting pressure on Arteta so. And our offer player on yes suitable for your system. The past season is now all ball false 9. The players will just be passing the ball around the edges. They find a loophole and score. To see how they will be about Bijinao or chain pass. Also, boss our football. It will be difficult for him. What you see. And I have a sense one car, Buana system now. You can also go in.
Say easy abanti.
It's in number 9.
And that's no.
What you see. It's in number 9. And see, I think say the only thing that can work for Jokeres is for Arteta to start Madueke on Martinelli's line because Madueke is very direct. And when he gets into the 18, he passes the ball to the 18. Like, or yes, I swipe from the flank and I say into the 18. That kind of Jokeres passes are betting their goals. So I'm born is not about Martinelli there. Martinelli there has a fit line for players. You see how they who's who.
On the short on when you're born at the Ashes.
The kind of system Arteta is playing, I think I'd say we are now earlier on. Say obey defensive work maybe moving forward now when energy and match up. I think system
I be hard.
Say, yeah. She always no say, oh, as a born or as our prayer, but okay, defensive work, moving forward, no.
Nah, a problem.
It's right now. Fans try. It is not about your money and the kind of players you buy. You can have the money, buy the players and everything. When Xavi came to Barca, I mean, Mekrana was catching Barca. I mean, Loni or Muska a cram on what they are, you know, how they are running things. As a big club, as Barca.
But Okasayana will say Madrid.
Don't concentrate on the money. Let's have my privacy, please. I'm saying that Xavi Bayern was on the first season when Timianye league, no. But in the second season, he used the little resources he had.
Yeah.
He had to rely on La Masia. No BS3 a club. Now I done in Crank club.
Good mind. La Masia good mind.
Sort of. I done in Crank club.
He had a vision and he knew what he was.
Exactly. And see, what I'm trying to say is, there's not the time for Arsenal and Arteta to make excuses.
Not at all.
Osha dia wo. Now what they are here,
exactly.
Wow.
Because
exactly. Also, last season, Arsenal fans were saying, "Oh, we don't have a striker, Entina. You don't have a Entino." And you have the striker now, but also Bekacha say you have been playing false 9, and you're the striker back, and he's not in your system. You understand?
System ni Arsenal players because sometimes most of the players in other teams they play to suit a striker.
Yes.
So omo system providing my striker to be.
It's the American and say it is time to adjust your system.
Definitely you have a plan and a system for him meeting our
I mean I was only answering from the perspective you picked because on no be as a Eucharist no ebeboa team na me say Eucharist never board team no, but you see a pressure now a war. And Arteta nankasa on boss system abe favor Eucharist. And tinanka ideally no, and Arteta to meet GBB last season there will be less pressure for him to buy the ideal number 9 he wanted.
Basically, you are just trying to say on one or the pressure.
Fire. But Leo, say as a steady Odigas pass some few games be. Me as a changes be emba say okay. Who changes beyond bias? I say, Odigan, what is wrong? Because you've played Arsenal 3 to 4 seasons, if I'm right. You should be able to know your way around it.
Okay.
What you boy, I saw a ball player in the match, but I saw the ball who couldn't anymore. And on fan content. Osha, money you give now.
I think so. I've always, I've been in your shoes. Like, okay, I am in your shoes. And I've always blamed the players for the way they play. But me Kobaka, me Shateta, me Timun say, or Asema Wakache boys.
Okay.
And I think that the players are only playing according to what.
That's a notebook. I just look on it too.
I've been watching Odegaard for the past few seasons. I think Arteta has made him a standstill midfielder. Like Obia Obekita Bone delay time, holding on to possession for long for them to keep the ball. That is what he's made Odegaard. And ideally for me, I think Odegaard we need a more of an attacking midfielder like Max Dorman. Say Max Dorman ebo Odegaard ni Runa and Kamemepe because he's more like or a very urgent. You could see when he picks up the ball. Yes, he wants to do something with the ball. But Odegaard just pass the ball around, mix fun with the ball. I don't know. Me, I feel a coach in our catch.
At the point I got pissed on United game.
Yeah.
Because a level of urgency. Be on your pass now relax or say, but say the way I can be a son a coach and I can say.
Or no, that's a girl texting and say, I need money agent. You say my money is not your agent.
I said we did a Casablanca. I had the chair. If I told most subscribe channel, my most subscribe and they my unsubscribe.
So I think the whole conversation is Guardiola has had his money's worth.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sikana was spending in
with the exception of Grealish.
When you saw the ever Grealish in Tunches, how quite the Miami here one on one.
But Grealish price tag now because of Englishman in here. Because outside the league, nationality,
well, how do you mean?
Always, na say England players ni na on price tag na.
But I think so, apart from Grealish, the current few signings, so almost English national players, but we share some way ultimately.
I'm just saying that our league in England, you share Maguire see. Like me person me body, but I'm just saying say we
Please correct me in the comment section, but me say around 80 million. Can I say no ba Africa be dey draw otimi share last minute and you be my omo, you know.
Price tag no more no.
You know, I've been wanting to have this conversation, but it will be very lengthy.
Yeah,
you know why? Because I realized the time when I City bar in EPL fresh, Arab Sport maybe take you over.
Yeah.
Normal year, very, very flashy signings. Like almost top players, normal they were spending.
Yeah.
I remember Asemenga made a comment about the rate at which they were buying players and the tax they were putting on players and the effect it might have in the future.
Yeah.
And a lot of them debunked the statement and felt like, oh, who is counting our yes, sir. That's the effect we are seeing now. Play about one season. On your sheet, near Kofano, a ticket was a ticket.
On the Encanasem, and the Washington, but your Casa do Quarto, I will try.
What you say? So, like, I think that is the new model now. Like, she like, and that's one. And to play the performance, but those times, no. We can scout a player like Samuel Nazri was
almost 3 to
after
4
seasons.
Yeah, 3 to 4 seasons.
You get Hazard was scouted for more than 4 seasons before they bought him. So season, no, because it's football na done.
Obi apentem. Because of trophies, glory.
Exactly.
Turn a fire one day.
Exactly. Sisia ye Perezos into fast. Ne eko. Enti yem blame you be as say ya talk Grealish that amount.
Okay.
So kind of overall. Kind of overall. Guardiola bar Premier League. We're making signings. Aberdeen. But when you're so fast. Arteta oba what sign?
Committee shield no.
What you say? What sign? Yes, some chance and I feel almost community shield. I feel the fans are saying they've had enough.
This year is here.
They need something better. So guys, this is the conversation. Tell us what you think in the comment section. So what I say? It's trying some one I must see Guardiola and or spending and I want to expensive player and so what I say. So let us know what you want Kasano. Let us know what you think in the comment section. You subscribe, comment, share the link. Our mothers and our fathers, they are not here with us. We will be on your screens again very soon. Bye.